Hey, you, yes, you. You watch this video is because you're special, you have been elected. Well, I hope you're fine. My name is Steven. Why? Because Steven, you have heaven, okay? Because I'm gonna present you, introduce yourself, and also to present you the paradise. Okay, I'm gonna sell you some dreams and to make your dreams come true. Yeah, first of all, I would like that you like this video and also you subscribe. This is the most important thing. Whatever you like, you don't like, we don't care. The most important is that you like it and you subscribe. Why? For me to make money. Come on. All right, so okay, so today I'm gonna try to explain you a little bit about my awakening. Okay, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time because I know that your span attention is quite short and you have a lot of things to do. Time is money, as we say. Okay, so I will try to move a lot like this. Your attention is fixed on myself and you will not sleep again. Okay, all right. So actually, this I'm gonna debunk my awakening. Okay, I'm gonna share with you my experience. Why? Because I think it's very important for you to be awakened. Okay, so let's start. Actually, how it's happened to me. Okay, so because I have quite a lot of experience, that's why I do these videos to help you. Of course, it's not for you to be jealous and don't be like this. It's not my fault. Don't reproach the mirror to see your ugliness. Huh? It's not my fault. But the thing is that I started my awakening. So I'm officially awakened for quite a long time, almost 2 years. The proof is that I received the reward of the awakener or the illuminated, or let's say the insider of the year 2020. You can see, yes madame, yes monsieur. Okay, so second one in 2021 and then 2022, yes. And I already received 2023 in advance. Why? Because I think they want to give me for all life. You know, it's not my fault if I'm awakened. Okay, so how did happen to me? Concretely, I'm gonna try to make it short, but story short. But actually, this is maybe I'm sure that you will not understand because you're not capable and you're not aware enough for understanding. But anyway, let's try to do it. So basically, it was 20 of March 2020. Okay, it was 8 p.m. 20. So for us, as I'm French, excuse my French, nobody is perfect. So it was 2020. Okay, 2020 years, and it was for the time it was 2020. So I just wake up, okay, I was sleeping because, to be honest with you, I was a little bit, because of the lockdown and so on, a little bit down with the lockdown. And actually it was the beginning of the pandemic and I've been fired for economical reasons and so on. And I was not this type of person to think too much. You know, for me, life was really easy going. I was just doing, I like, doing party. Let's say, what else? Girls, of course, porn. Oops, sorry. I like, for instance, football. I like things like video games, this kind of thing. And I'm quite like this. I'm always in the, let's say, in the rush and so on. Nothing really time to ask some key questions and so on. I'm not this type of a person, you know, like arrogant and so on. No, I'm not like this. But at this moment, I just woke up, okay, and I just realize we realize the real lies, you know, of the illusion of the word. The word is an illusion, ill, sick, like a sickness, and I just was ill in a certain extent. You know, it was like I was overwhelmed with a lot of knowledge coming from somewhere else and someone else, okay? And I was like guide, and I just wake up and I said to myself, I think, therefore I am, okay? And then also to be or not to be. What is the question? And then I just realized I was questioning the sense of life, the meaning of life, and so on, and why we are here, what about death, and so on. Probably the pandemic, shaped my mind, but I say it was really weird because I said to myself, what about death? What is death? I was sleeping before, it was a metaphor, things was existing despite of the fact I was sleeping. What about death? The death can die, life is aware about living and so on, like crazy question like this. And I was like this, overwhelmed with a lot of questions like this. So I was a little bit scared, to be honest with you, but fortunately, in a certain extent, life at this moment is like you're vibrating and thereby you're attracting, like magnets. And the best friend of my mom, Yolanda, she explained me the notion, the word synchronicities, because I received lots of information, I had a lot of connection, everything was interconnected and so on. And there was kind of a common field in a certain extent, a common thread. And she was explaining me because she was before, working for companies, she was independent, but she was doing Tupperware, meetings like selling plastic box and so on. But due to a pandemic, she has no job anymore. So she shifted to quantum and quantic therapy. So she became, because she followed a very interesting, apparently, with Prankter and Gamble, a kind of brainwashing. This is quite interesting training because it costs $9,999 for something like, it's quite short, it's like 9 hours, something like this, and then you are quantic therapists, and you can so she tried to explain me, but she eat quantic, she sleep quantic, she always talk about quantic. Okay, she tried to explain me, I didn't really understood, to be honest with you. I think she didn't explain well, probably, because if I didn't understand, that's obvious. But concretely, to make it short, she explained me that from the emptiness we can do a lot of things and we can be fulfilled. Okay, emptiness makes fulfillment, something like this, okay, to make it short. All right, so then thanks to her, I understood the notion of synchronicity. So when I said to you this, it was incredible, like I was doing some research on internet, and immediately I had some suggestion like, okay, proposing me another video in the same axis of what I just researched before, or things like, I don't know, mirroring hours, I was for example, checking in the mirror, my alarm clock, it was written 11:11, and I just realized that, with the symmetry in the mirror or here, it was the same, because you cannot reverse. And things like this, and then I was so observing like 11:11, and after I was waiting for 1 minute, and then 11:11:12, and then 1 minute more, it was 11:11:13, and then 14, and then 15, and then I just realized that it was completely well done. Time was with a certain order, yes. So I was always absorbed, I had lots of information with numerology and so on and so forth, this kind of thing. Or I was opening a book because I could not read, my attention span was like 10 seconds. I was overwhelmed with information, I could not be concentrate. And most of the time, it was very often that it was written, if you read this book, like, a very strong voice, like in a movie and so on. If you read this book, it's because you are at this right place at the right moment and so on. So I said, wow, it's incredible. God is everywhere and so on. Everything is interconnected and so on. It was fascinating, but it was impossible to explain that to anybody. So I thought, to be honest with you, that I was nuts, that I was crazy, that I was completely, dummy in a certain extent. So I went to see a psychoanalyst, and she tried to she tried to reassure me, to saying that it was completely normal. There was no synchronicity. It was just basic coincidence, like research on internet suggestion was only algorithm. Then she said to me, but the fact you read in a book this maybe there are lots of other books like this, but you don't read them. So obviously those who read this immediately, and I say, oh yeah, maybe, and so on. And then she said to me, for numerology, you can just watch the movie 23 with Jim Carrey. And I say, no, why should I watch this movie? Jim Carrey, he did just dummy a number. So I just, I decipher her messages. Certain messages was telling me, you are dummy, okay? And she wanted what I understood after, that she was part of, the Kabbalah, the notion of the hidden force, the invisible darkness forces, and she wanted to destroy my awakening. You know why? Because she was jealous first. She wanted to maintain the 3D matrix, for her to maintain the power and also for her to maintain the money and so on. And I realized with real eyes, the real lies, through a name. Yeah. You know why? You know what I mean, huh? She was part of this sectum in a certain extent. And why? Because if she destroyed my awakening, the world cannot be aware and cannot be awakened. That's why. So, but I just realized that the world was awakening, vibrating, and was ready for that, waiting for me, only me, to do this awakening. So everything was vibrating, resonating within me, without me, universe, and so on. Even those people that I couldn't understand before. For instance, the Belgium actor Van Damme. Van Damme is in French means Van Damme. Am means soul. And when he speaks, I don't know if you see in English the subtlety, but in French, when he talks, he's mixing a little bit English, and but that's because he's cool, or maybe he doesn't have a space for both language, I don't know. But anyway, just he's completely aware, and he's always saying that you are aware. And if you see, it's a kind of upper self talking through him, or he's talking, anyway, I don't know, but the thing is, he's a master, he's an insider, and I just realized that a lot of people were like this. And so I can give you some tips. For example, it was my own one. This one was excellent, okay, for making my awakening. This, in French, we call that awakening map. Yes, awakening map. For even to get her, to recover, to gain back your inner child, for instance. But this allowed me a lot. I tried to read, to be honest with you. So this, you can find it in Marks Expensive, for example, or Galeries Lafayette, for example, in France, and so on, in all massive distribution shops like Carouf or maybe someone else, and so on. I will put in the rubrics later. The more I say these names, the more I get money, That's why. So I say again, Marks Expensive, or for example, Toys R Us, this one is a very good one. Go to buy a lot. And you have a coupon at the end of 0.001% for free. And if you have this access, you use my coupon, I earn a lot of money. Yes, like this. The freak. C'est chic. Yes, it is. Well, so let's continue. So I tried to read some books like Awakening for Dummies, but to be honest with you, I didn't understand anything. And probably because they just want to confuse us, they just want to destroy the awakening period with a lot of culture and so on. They want to show they know and so on. And so I say, no way, I do my own way. Yes, I do. So I just try. The only book I read, half of it, it's Noddy, Noddy and the Wake Up. Okay, it was fantastic, the inner child, and then I wake up and so on. It was a really great experience. But anyway, let's continue with. Then I went to see a spiritual coach. She was quite experienced and very clever, and also quite young, to be honest with you. She was just finishing her, to be honest, the high school, you know, the A level. So she was 18 years old, something like this, but with a lot of experience. She coached Tony Robbins, Oprah, Martin Luther King, who else? The Dalai Lama, and so on. Yes, I said to you, it was written on a website. There was the picture of those people, and also some comments, some testimonies of them. So how come it's wrong, you know? So it's impossible, it's false. So it was true. She was really experienced. But the thing is, she was a little bit confused, to be honest, because she was always talking from one side to another. True light, twilight, true light, false light, true light, false light, darkness, light, darkness, and so on. And honestly, it was like a stroboscope in my mind, and so on. She blinded me a little bit, to be honest with you. So and after a while, so she awakened me for many things, but in parallel of that, she confused me in many things. She created anxiety within myself and so on. The fact, you know, not to be really yourself. The true I am the best. I'm sorry, this is my true I am. I'm sorry to say that. I do apologize. It's not my fault. If your life is shit, it's not my fault. So I am the true I am is the I am the best. So, and she tried to confuse the same. She was jealous, I think, and she was young. But the thing is, actually, she was confusing, and also the fact, you know, always to be, oh, the ego is bad, so you cannot be exactly what you are, always in the present time, always, you know, in the unconditional love. To be frank with you, I did like a burnout. I did like a overdose of unconditional love, to be honest with you. So I completely shift to unconditional hate, hatred, you know, and I wanted to destroy the world, everybody, and so on and so forth. So hopefully, thanks to the synchronicities and so on, one of my best friends, Diego, he loved video games and so on, manga, Japan culture, and so on and so forth. So yeah, Japan is kind of the other Chinese, you know. Anyway, so, and he explained me, because he was a fan of Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, so he talked about a middle path, you know, and actually it was interesting because, to make it short, avoid extreme and go to the middle. Okay, so I alternate, I rotate in between. One day I do unconditional love, so I love everybody. I want to kiss with hug of light, even the dictators and so on, everybody. And then the day after, I just hate everybody. I want to destroy everybody. The kids, I want to kick them and so on. But it's okay, you know, all correct. So anyway, so I just try to adjust myself and so on. So I download a lot of information thanks to this awakening. I became alchemist and shaman as well. I already have certain experience of that. No diploma for the moment, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter properly. So it's intuitive way, you know. I download, like in Matrix, for example, yeah, languages like this by English. I just started 3 weeks ago, so you can imagine, and so on. So I do cards, for example. I can do a little test if you want. Okay, I do for you. Okay, so I just check a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Okay, okay, so it's for you, not for me necessarily. Joker. Oh, okay, sorry. Oof. Again, Joker. It's a bad joke. Oula. Joker. Third time. You know, in French we say the shortest story are the funniest. Come on, four Joker. Well, anyway, it's trap, or what's the fuck? Okay, but anyway, let's continue. Okay. It's for you, especially for male, huh? If you can see what I mean, and decipher, what is it, the queen, huh? You queen, your girlfriend or your wife and so on. What is that? Diamond. It's gonna cost you a lot. A woman costs a lot also, always. What is that? Club, clubbing. You're gonna club, you're gonna do a lot of party animal. Spring breaker. That's cool. Wow, and fair enough. For the last one, oh, we are lucky, you know, it's lucky days, your day, you made my day. What is that? Is infinity number, infinity love. It's unconditional love. It's a sign, there is no coincidence. Wow, so let's continue in my intuitive things. I'm channeling as well, okay, so, by the way, notification, the guides, message from the guides. No, sorry, it's the neighbor. It's the neighbor. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Ooh. 2022, the year of the change. Oh yeah, I see a lot of changes. Oof, oh la la. Ooh, a lot of suffering. And a lot of happiness as well. A lot of death. A lot of birth as well. They say, okay, the new era arrived, has been delivered. The new era, the new paradigm is there. The awakening is there. Nothing to do, wait and see. Okay, we are here. That's great. Okay, what else? Love each other. That's it. We do the job. We did the job. Great. Wow, what did I say? Wow, what did I say? I need to watch the video again just to see what I said. Yeah, I have a remembrance. Yeah, something like love each other. It's so deep, right? It's so deep. And by the way, synchronicity with the last card. Everything I told you is interconnected. As long as you start to unfold the common thread, everything changed forever. So anyway, you know, just one thing, you can also send me some to support me, because so far you're only 10 people, you are my swallowers, okay? And by the way, if you just send me like $2,000 per month, let's imagine at the end of the month I'm making $20,000, so it makes me surviving, let's say, and I can do a lot of things, and I can teach you as well. But anyway, I have a lot of projects like this. So we do, for example, with Yolanda, we do containers of presents. What is it concretely? I launch, it's a kind of heal, okay? So I heal treatment, and I put my presents in a container load, you know, like 20 feet or 40 feet and so on. It's like kind of logistic, you know, from and combining my presence with the quantic emptiness from Yolanda with her methodology and so on. So, and it's working super well. So, by the way, I'm so afraid that someone cheat us and take this good opportunity and good idea. So I have a lot of treasures like this. So if you want, I propose a course for which is quite an investment. But anyway, I will teach you how to, you know, I ask you $2,000 per month, but you could do exactly the same with someone else and asking $3,000, and you will make a lot more money. So this is what I can teach you. And, you know, one thing very important, this is from Aristotle or Socrates, I don't know. You know, we have the life we have, okay? So if you have a shitty life, it's up to you. You had to work at school, and if you don't, you can also hurry up a little bit, okay? Just watch, like, subscribe, and as you know, probably all the roads lead to Rome, the Rome. Thank you for your attention. And send a lot of money and subscribe, don't forget. Thank you, bye-bye. What the fuck? You're doing so much noise. What is that? I'm trying to do my job here. You know, I'm selling some awakening course and you piss me off. How come? What is this fuck? Okay. What is that? Oh, John, you will short this. I don't want to see that, otherwise, it's a bit confusing. Oh, hey, Jenny, you make a coffee and you hurry up, please. Okay, thank you. And it's disgusting here. Come on, hurry up. You cat.